Yeah, proud of our team, proud of the way they fought. It was a bounce back week for us, and just watching them go out, and it was a tough game. Sanger's tough. I mean, my goodness, they had their opportunities as well, and I just feel like our kids fought, and in the fourth quarter we outlasted, and we're a little bit more physical, and that's what I'm more excited about. Is just the fact that we were physical for 4 quarters, and we made some plays that we needed to make. We had some turnovers that were in critical moments, and like I said, after a big time loss in week 1, to bounce back like that and find a way to win against a really good football team in a hostile environment, it just shows that this team's got something in their DNA. We got a long way to go, but very proud of them and proud of the fans that showed up, and just the whole dynamic, and our coaches that worked their tails off and didn't give up and didn't quit and just kept coaching and teaching. I think how we practice, and we're still working on that, but also I didn't feel like we were in great condition week 1. We had too many guys going down and cramping, so we just made some adjustments for how we practiced, and just in between little periods, just getting in some sprints and trying to wear them down a little bit so they learn how to focus and execute through fatigue. And that was just kind of the gist of it. Week 1 was just kind of a wake-up call, I think, for all of us, that we may not be as good as we thought we were, and then B, we weren't as in shape as we needed to be, or weren't as physical. We got out physical and out toughed week 1, but it was good. We got after them in practice, and I think they saw the results of how you if you practice the way you're supposed to, that shows up on game day. I really think the defense, when you look at the totality of that game, the defense was dynamic. I felt like our first drive, you think about that game, and the first drive they go down and score, and after that we shut them out. And I think just the getting 11 hats of the football, the hustle, the just getting their cruel intentions, and tipped the cap to Coach Barnes and that defensive staff, Coach Murray and Coach Loogie, really getting those guys ready to play and ready to execute. And the special teams, in my humble opinion, was the X factor in that game. We looked very good on special teams, and obviously it's an emphasis. We spend a lot of time on it. We had a turnover on a punt. We had a punt. Our punter, Cam, he had a ball snapped and he fumbled it a little bit, but he was able to get off a 59-yard punt that pinned him down. Just so things like that, and getting turnovers on special teams, and we left a lot of opportunities on special teams too. I felt like we should have had 3 blocks, and so we're still growing in that area too. And then offensively, I just think it was big plays and big moments after turnovers or after we crossed the 50. I thought that our quarterback did a really nice job making some big time throws down the stretch, and he made a big time throw to get us back in that game when it didn't look like we were going to be able to move the ball all night. So offensive line was fantastic. They made tremendous strides, and we still got a lot of work to do, but just the improvements are encouraging. If we continue to improve, we'll be a good football team. Yeah, I think we always preach, just put the ball down if it's in a parking lot, if it's on concrete, wherever it's at. So we got there, and we had to dress outside, and it is what it is. We understand that when you go into a hostile environment, those are the things that are going to happen. As much distraction as you can filter out, and just have the mentality. It doesn't matter what time we show up, wherever it shows up. If we show up 5 minutes before, 4 hours before, just put the ball down. Let's go to work. And I think our kids embraced that. And we were just ready. We were mentally ready to go, and I think they were itching to get after it. So. Very, very, very happy with that, that whole process. But they handled it well. We're still a young team, and that's not an excuse for anything, but they're still learning how to execute and how to handle those environments, but it was encouraging to see. We got a really good team coming in, Whitney. They play in a really tough league up there up north. This is Whitney in Rockland. It's not the Mount Whitney here in the valley. They've got a good quarterback. They've got some really good weapons on the outside, and just looking forward to just another challenging opponent. They're not going to be they're not going to be a cakewalk. They'll be ready to play. They'll be ready to come hit us in the mouth too. So that was a good program that came in last year. When I watched last year's tape, and they had a great defense. They got a great scheme, both offensively and defensively. But it just comes down to execution for us. If we execute and play hard, and the goal is we handle business on our side. We stick with our process. I think we've kind of gotten a rhythm last week of finding what works for this group. Every group is different. You motivate in different ways. You practice in different styles, and so I think we found the rhythm there. So we're not going to change much on that end of it. And always, there'll be things we add that we see based on tape and film study where we feel like we can attack, and that will be to be watched on Friday. But I think things stay the same this week. We just continue to work on getting better and doing the little things right and becoming a better overall, from special teams to offense to defense, just becoming a complete program, a complete football team. Just looking forward to getting out there again on Friday, and we still have some things we want to show our home fans that show up and that we're ready to come out and fight, and you can be proud of Cougar football and how tough we are and how hard we work and how hard we play. I'm excited to see everybody in the stands. I know it's going to be hot. At the end of the day, we'd love to see you, and kickoff time right now is at 7:30. We'd love to see you there and with your whole family. And let's go to work. Excited to get after it and get another week and keep continuing to improve. So love to see you there. Go Cougs.